Super Bowl ratings have been tapering off some, and that's been against the backdrop of the NFL overall regular season being down about 10%. What's going on with ratings with the NFL?
You know, a range of things. Look, all ratings, all categories are subject to reductions these days because of the fractionalization of media, people watching on a variety of different screens. That being said, NFL football, sports in general, holds up far better than most. So there's been some erosion, but as compared to other programming categories, I mean, the top 50 highest rated shows of 2017, 37 of them were NFL football. So it still is very strong, particularly in relationship to other programming categories.
So the networks have been giving a lot of money to pay for these rights, huge amounts of money. It seems to go up and up and up. We just had Fox bid for the Thursday night games, a huge amount of money. Is this still a good business for the networks, or they just don't have a choice?
Well, in large part, they don't have a choice. Like we just put out a research note this morning, kind of looking at the economics of the Fox deal, and they're going to lose money on this deal, a couple $100 million a year probably. So it's not a moneymaker for these companies, but they get tremendous promotional value out of these properties. They promote their own schedules, they promote upcoming shows, they promote just across their media assets. If you think about last night, how many ads did NBC add about the upcoming Olympics? So there's value aside from the advertising dollars that come into these networks. But given the rights fees and given where some of the ratings are, it's the economics become more and more difficult.
But Lee, all that promotion was much more valuable when you had a regular season schedule you had, where you had shows flowing into one another and you could promote into them and things like that. In the world of over the top, where people are just getting this on their cell phone, does that promotion have as much value?
Well, that's the thing, though. NFL is now allowing various network partners to take their games and offer them up across a range of screens. So those cross promos are growing across a range of over-the-top platforms, so they're gaining a range of promotional activity they didn't have in previous years.
So, Lee, where does streaming wind up going with the NFL?
You know, NFL is probably going to be announcing in the next several days another streaming deal for Thursday Night Football. They are now allowing all their network partners to stream their respective games on their respective platforms. They struck a new deal with Verizon that doubled the rights fees they were receiving previously. So this is all building up to the early 20s. The early 20s, all the NFL contracts will become available. And at that point, you're going to find a range of platforms, from Facebook to Twitter to Amazon to the usual suspects, all bidding for a range of exclusive NFL properties as convergence takes place, as all these media companies look for key properties to help drive subscriptions and viewership.